Okay, all right.
Jim.
We are live, boys.
I don't
Today is
think anyone
Friday,
heard
September
that.
12th, approximately 11:30 a.m. EST. That is 3:30 p.m. UTC for our Euros. EST because we reference God's time.
Yeah.
How is everyone? Markets are up dramatically. I'm a little bit nervous because of Sol's outperformance, but then again, I don't know if that means anything anymore.
Okay, what about this? BNB
Institutions, right?
BNB is $907.
Wow. It's just quietly been
You say
going up
B&B?
the whole time.
BNB, dude, just one
Shut
thing,
the
just
fuck up.
running under our radars, dude.
Yeah.
It's only up 30% year to date, but it's $900.
I have like one BNB on some wallet.
Well, at least you're.
Yeah, I'm involved
You're
in this pump. I'm
It hit
involved.
909.
Yeah, like all-time high today. Wow. Nice.
Insane run. Sold is outperforming. Hype hit an all-time high, right? 55, 56, no, 57. Bitcoin lagging.
I should put BNB higher on my watch list. I haven't even seen this.
We've all faded BNB like too hard, you know. Not because of I talk so highly of I shouldn't say like highly, but I don't talk bad about BNB because BNB is not only Chinese mafia coin, but
That's what BNB stands for.
Binance Boop. Binance Boop. I don't know what the B stands for.
Just Binance twice. Just Binance.
Binance and billions. Billions and Binance.
Binance nanobytes.
I'm trying to pull up charts here.
Doge is outperforming Bitcoin
this
too.
stream, for anyone who's passing by, we are not gonna talk about the other worldly events. All right, this is a timeline cleanse stream.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna be sharing puppy videos.
I don't even know what happened, dude.
Little girls helping autistic boys.
Yoga. We're doing yoga stretches.
Yoga
we're drinking.
We're
drinking tea.
I
no,
will say
no
this.
Coffee on this stream. No, nothing like that.
We won't talk about the events that transpired, but one thing I will say is that I think anyone who's on Twitter right now watching this, X, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and is not watching us on Kick, YouTube, or Twitch, you should probably just log off for a little bit. Like the amount of we'll start this way. My number one rule in life that I always preach to people is not get confused. There are a lot of people who have been very confused over the last few days, and because of that have been sharing views of theirs that they probably wouldn't have shared had they known all of the details of what transpired. So,
or had they just shut the fuck up and log off.
Yeah. The other thing is you're seeing a lot of people's true colors come out, and many of you will not like that. So you should probably just log off unless you want to go through the trouble of muting and turning off retweets of a lot of your following. You know, it
I'm
used
gonna
to be
private. I'm gonna cry.
Stay off for you, and you're fine. But the problem is that these events that have transpired over the last week have affected so many different people in so many different ways that everyone feels like they have to comment on it. And keyword feels, right? And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to comment on anything. All right. If you look at my feed, it's just retweets of the things that I'm working on, my lovely streams with these boys, and talking about boomer stuff like buying an herbicide backpack, maybe take some guys, they go and they go with their wives and they go and shop for for blinds and tiles. Maybe if they have
Ooh.
enough time, they'll go shop for something else. I don't know. Maybe not enough time in the day. For me, it's tending to my lawn. You know, I'm an old man. I just tend to my flowers, my bushes, my shrubs, my lawn. So I was sharing some knowledge about what types of herbicides and products to use. Maybe you should get a 50-pound battery powered backpack, throw that on your back, fill it up with chemicals, and go and spray your lawns a bit. Touch some grass. And
The Roundup backpack, my favorite.
I trapped myself because of all the grok posting I've been doing. I got used to going on the For You page exclusively. And past like 3 days, it's just extremely like negative doom. Everything's
it's
about
bad.
the same. Yeah. Before what happened yesterday too, or 2 days ago. Before that too, for like the past like 4 days, 3-4 days. I can't even like I'm trying to make jokes about things and it, like there's nothing. I can't even add grok in a funny way because it's like so hostile.
Yeah, let's not.
Let's talk about the new iPhones. Did either of you pre-order? Either of you
Um,
get
I'm
the new
gonna
iPhone?
go buy it.
I'm literally like selecting
You.
the
British.
options now. I'm trying to find a time slot that works for me because
Marty, you're just gonna show up day one and go buy it because I'm just gonna say it. People in Brazil generally don't have the kind of money to go buy an iPhone, so you're just gonna walk in and be able to buy it.
Yep. If
Yeah.
anything, we probably get it like a week later. Actually, we probably
First
don't even
world
get
problems.
it. Yeah, we probably
I
get it.
pre-ordered mine for not opening day, but for the day after because last time the way they fucking do it now with the window where you have to go in, they still put you in a line and make you fucking wait there all day long.
Mm.
You know, to go in 20 an hour after your fucking window anyway to go pick up the phone.
I think I'm gonna wait to because the trade-in window doesn't work for me because I have a flight like right after.
You
And
don't have
need
to you don't have to. Oh, okay, because
You
you're
have
gone
14 days. Yeah, you have
Yeah,
14 days to send it. So I think I'm gonna just buy it in a month.
Yeah, I don't trust doing it there. Like I want to bring mine home. I've got a bunch of password managers and fucking other shit that I need to make sure transfers over to work.
It
That's
even
the
says you
alpha.
can't do it
That's
in the
the
store.
alpha.
It says you can't do it in the
Oh,
store.
good.
On
They
my
used
order.
to do that. They used to just
Huh?
have you sit there for fucking 2 hours, and I never would do that shit. I would just buy it outright. I'd buy it outright, and then I'd sell my phone on eBay. And but nowadays it's like the phones are so readily available that you don't really get much difference, much unless you want the cash,
Yeah,
like,
I'll just order it now in a month.
so yeah, I just paid for it all up front minus the trade-in value. And
No, then
I
you put
chose
the trade-in value towards a case later, or an accessory, anyways.
I ordered the strap. I'm going caseless. I ordered the fucking Euro strap.
Wait,
Yeah.
the strap works without a case?
Yes. Strap works without a
Oh,
case.
that changes everything.
Changes everything. I'm 100% going caseless now. The only thing I'm putting on is a screen protector.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. Apple Care, if you fucking drop it, who cares?
I got the Apple One Care. They got a new one where you can cover up to it's $6 more a month. You can cover 3 of your devices.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Instead of paying for Apple Care for each one, it's Apple Care Plus for up to 3 devices.
In this stream.
So yeah, I got a new watch, got a new phone. All my shit's so old, dude. I used to be when I'm trying to think when maybe iPhone 3s, like the 3S's and shit. That's when I was like a real Apple believer and turned into an Apple fanboy where I needed the new one every year. Because I was blown away. I'd blown Apple off. I was BlackBerry, Burberry. I was a BlackBerry user, and I hated Apple. I was just like, what do I need this cringe shit for? Like, I have a keyboard and I have a scroll ball. Like, why do I want to give up that? I
Honestly,
can type
bring it back to imagine trading shitters from the BlackBerry.
Yeah,
I can't. I like when I was a kid. The cool thing was to have a Palm Pilot.
Yeah,
like all the kids in school had Palm Pilots. So I had a Palm Pilot that, and then got a BlackBerry, and I fucking love my BlackBerry so much. And then, so when the iPhone first came out, I was like, what the fuck do I need this thing for? Like, you can't really do shit on it. Like back then you really couldn't. Like I have an iPod, so what do I need an iPhone for? So I can make calls from my iPod. I already have a phone. But now that we're in a world where your phone is just a mini computer, it's like if I'm not sitting here streaming, I'm doing most of everything that I do from my phone.
Dude, iPods felt like futuristic when they were new. Like,
Dude, iPods were sick.
they were so smooth compared to other MP3 players.
That
the
scroll
UI.
wheel was
Yeah.
just fucking so ahead of its
And
time.
it all worked smooth. Like, the screen was smooth. My MP3 players at the time were like some
Yep.
fucking slow ass shit from the 80s. Like,
And look,
it's
I'm
like-
just gonna say it, right? Like, I don't give a fuck what anyone. Dude, the GPUs and the new iPhones are insane, and the vapor cooling on it. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, that is just some next level shit.
Yeah, that's insane.
I see all these Samsung fanboys out there talking about how the S25 Ultra is still a better phone. Look, your phone still does not have vapor cooling in it. All right, so shut the
Oh,
fuck
and you're
up.
still on Android. Like,
And you're on Android. All right.
yeah, if you have a
I
Mac,
don't
it
even
just doesn't work. If you're just trying to like sit on Telegram and sure, okay, it works, but like group chat doesn't work. AirDrop doesn't work. Freaking copying from your Mac and pasting on your phone doesn't work. You know, like
some of my in-laws still are like on the Samsung train, which I think Samsung's makes great products, but the OS just does not feel as smooth. Like when you go and you swipe your pages and like you're
Yeah.
going into apps, because of the patented rubber banding effect, it just does not. If after you use iPhone for a little bit and you're able to fucking like, get that rubber band bounce that you have, nothing feels the same.
Yeah,
but have you gone back to an iPhone, the regular one, not the Pro? Have you gone backwards and used somebody else's, like even a 16 regular with the 60 hertz screen? You're like, what
No.
the fuck is
No,
this?
fuck
It's
that.
so bad. It's
Fuck
so
that.
terrible.
I like arguing with Android people because I still have Androids and I buy like the newest Samsung phones because of a few reasons. Like I like to use it for hotspots when traveling more because the iPhone hotspot is really shitty, and a few other networking reasons. But like the iPhone is just so much better for regular use for like just the UI, everything about it. So
just
I like arguing with Android people because they think that I'm just like some idiot who doesn't know anything.
I have Samsung phones.
I still use a Samsung phone daily, like a brand new one.
Yeah, I'm not the person who won't buy a Samsung, right? Like if the new Galaxy came out and the OS and everything felt better, I'm all about feel. I'm all about the vibes. If it felt better to use, I would 100% get one. But I don't care how much better all of the tech specs are in your Galaxy. I care about how good it feels when I'm swiping around and I'm going in and out of my apps. And it does not feel anywhere near as good. And that's all I have to say on it, right? Like it is a worse experience. It's like comparing using a Mac to a PC, to Windows. Like when you're a Windows user and a PC user, PC master race, you will always think that you're better. It's just fucking an ego thing. I promise you. As soon as you get, if you have a studio, like a Mac studio, and you get one of the Magic pads, like mouse pads, or if you have a MacBook of any kind, Air, Pro, whatever, after you use their Magic trackpad, it's game over for you. It's a fucking one shot. Like there is nothing like using that for productivity. Being able to have multiple screens up, create multiple desktops, swipe in and out of them, swipe up to see all the apps that you have available. There's no better user experience for productivity. And it just, you can't even argue with it. Like there's not. The only thing you have on PC over Mac Studios is that you can run Fortnite.
Gaming.
All right.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
I can
Unless
play
you
Silksong
want to
on my
run
studio.
Bloomberg.
So-
Bloomberg is only on PC.
Bloomberg. Oh, their terminal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Windows
Well, I mean,
11 broke me. Made me.
there's a
switch
ton
to
of shit that's only on Windows, and it drives me fucking crazy. Like even for streaming, right? TikTok Studio only on fucking Windows. It makes zero sense to me.
Yeah, it makes zero sense.
Why something like a YouTube competitor, a streaming competitor, would only make their software suite for like PC users when I can do literally everything better because I have some fucking giant neural net and an insane amount of GPU power in this Mac Studio. But
Yeah.
you're gonna limit it to some fucking, and it's 10 times more expensive than the average shitty streamer's PC. And you're gonna limit me by not allowing me to have that software. So it's like I just use everything else and multi-stream to that. But like I will never understand why they do that kind of shit. When I think because they're PC master race people and they've never had someone give them a MacBook of any type and say, do your
Yeah.
work on this today. Because that's what happened to me. That's how I got one-shotted. My wife, now girlfriend at the time, when she was in school, she would come over to my apartment and she'd be working on stuff. And I asked her to borrow her laptop to like do some work of my own. And I was like, how the fuck does this thing work? Like the trackpad?
Yeah.
And I went into the like settings for it to see all the gestures. And I was like, wait a minute, what? I can like pinch and fucking use different amounts of fingers to do
And
things.
this was
and
years
stuff.
ago.
Yeah,
This was
yeah,
on,
yeah.
like OG, you know.
This is like probably
Yeah,
14
Max.
years ago, you know, fucking
Yeah.
more than 10 years ago. And after that happened, I was like, what the fuck have I been doing? Like, why am I still using a Samsung laptop? And I thought mine
Yeah,
was nice. I
battery.
was like, I got a nice fucking laptop. And then after I used that, I'm like, oh man, I'm never going back.
Never.
I've
And try to go back
literally-
to Android. It's fucking hard.
I grew up with Windows computers, PC gaming.
Same.
Like I haven't even had a console as a kid. I only had a PC. I then started working in IT with like Windows computers and servers, and Windows 11 broke me and made me switch to a Mac because the fucking laptop, it like Windows just fucking wiped the drive randomly one day without any hardware issues. Then when trying to like fix it like I usually would with Windows, Windows 11 gets you stuck in a boot loop because
Yep.
of some bullshit.
It happened to my son's PC not that long ago. Well, you can fix it, but they make it really hard now to even like get back into BIOS.
Yes,
Like-
I like had to wipe the like proprietary software the laptop came with for the BIOS, and then that caused me more issues down the line. And I've just like said, fuck it, like I can't afford this happening like while I'm like traveling, for example, and I just need a Mac. Like everywhere has Apple stores that can fix your Mac if anything happens. There's like Apple Care. Like I'm not gonna bother with these obscure manufacturers. Every model is different. Like every manufacturer has like 10,000 models that are different for Windows. Everything has its own like proprietary bullshit utility for the BIOS, and everything is broken. Like,
Yeah, it's retarded. It's retarded. Unless you work in some specific field where you need a Windows, it doesn't make any sense.
yeah,
Even all my coder buddies are all they're fucking VPs of engineering and all this shit. They all use Mac.
yeah, either Linux or Mac at that
Yeah.
point. And
Or you have your Mac and then you have your server that's Linux and you can
Yeah.
talk to it. You know.
My buddy UTXO detective said he haven't gone into BIOS since ETH went proof of stake. No joke. No, I am right there with you, dude. I stopped mining, like many years ago, and really since ETH went proof of stake, there's been no reason to like mine any of the other shitters that are out. The only time that I'm not even going into BIOS, I'm just like working from CLI on some server to like use rented like A11s and shit like that to farm and not even to farm, but it's like to contribute compute to some fucking AI thing to farm tokens. Like but yeah, I haven't had to tap into my BIOS in fucking almost a decade.
Yeah.
So on to some crypto stuff. Doge meme coin ETF. You see it's live, dude? The first
Jesus
US
Christ.
Doge ETF ticker DOJE debuted with a hefty 1.5% fee, signaling institution demand for meme assets. What do you think this means, Marty? I don't think institutions are like hungry for memes. I think it's more like hungry for things that are further down the risk
curve,
spectrum.
further
Yeah,
down the
risk
curve. Yeah.
And it's like, as I've always said, all other memes can go to zero. Doge is like on the Mount Rushmore of crypto tokens.
Yeah.
It doesn't ever have to even be in like the top 10, right? It'll always just be a staple in crypto culture, and will be the one meme that I think always has interest amongst people, because how do you not love Doge, right?
Yep.
It's really that simple. How do you not like Doge? You're telling me you've never sent a Doge meme before?
Best coin.
So?
It's the best coin ever.
It's just a better version of Bitcoin.
It's faster, yeah.
Bitcoin with a dog.
Observer says unmatched liquidity. Yeah, unmatched liquidity for a meme. Like you can trade it. You can trade it with deep liquidity on a plethora of centralized exchanges. And what more can you ask for? What I can ask for, and I've tried doing this. We've tried, is we need to come to consensus on a wrapped Doge. All right. And we need to get Doge onto EVM chains so that people can trade Doge in deep liquidity. There's enough fucking Doge out there, right? Like, there's zero reason why we can't just maybe we start a fund, right, that starts acquiring Doge to wrap it and put it on chain, but to put it on other chains. But we need wrapped Doge, and not O Doge, not P Doge, like it's not fucking a liquid staked base asset. We need one true wrapped Doge to be everywhere. Did we talk about the malware attack the other day?
Which attack?
The JavaScript fucking
No,
It was an
yeah.
NPM supply chain like attack.
Enlighten the peoples.
Someone pushed some code into like some NPM repo that I think like millions of different projects use, crypto and non-crypto, but it was really only affecting crypto apps because it would search for certain assets. One of them was Bitcoin Cash, so you know it was a boomer. And then all you had to do was pretty much like send a transaction, and it was stealing all your money. Luckily, I think there was only like a few cents that was stolen on chain from like some protocol, but that happened. And there was a announcement from the Ledger CEO. He wanted to ring the bell that if you're using a hot wallet, you shouldn't be doing anything for a few days. If you were using a hardware wallet, you should be checking, all of your transaction details to make sure that you were sending to the right place. I'll pull it up so you can.
I think he was soft chilling Ledger.
He was. Yeah. Any fucking and he's trying to soft shill Ledger.
Yeah, because it's like the not hard wallets were not compromised, just potentially some websites were.
It was front ends that would have been compromised. Front ends of applications. So you had to go onto a website. If you're just sending to and from people, one of crypto's main use cases, you didn't have anything to worry about. But if you're going on to apps that could have been compromised, then you could have been fucked. So one developer was phished. They poisoned popular JavaScript packages with crypto stealing malware, potentially threatening millions of developers and users worldwide. The large-scale attack targeted a prominent developer's account after tricking them with fake emails. A technique known as phishing to then inject malicious code into packages that get downloaded over 1 billion times per week.
That's retarded. That's fucking insane.
Silently replaced wallet addresses when users tried to send funds, and instead redirected the money to wallets controlled by the attackers. This is nothing new. Like a decade ago, almost, one of my buddies, not 10 years ago, but closer to, he got exploited by something like this, and we used to just call it clipboard jacking, where
all your fucking copy and pasted shit.
Yeah, exactly. You would copy an address to send you and paste it. It would paste the hacker's address.
Oh, that's great. I like that.
You would unknowingly, send, because most people, they're not double checking when they copy and paste. which I always do anyway because sometimes the fucking copy doesn't work. so I've
If
had
you had
it
a
before
Samsung,
where-
you wouldn't have to deal with this because you couldn't copy it and paste to your Mac anyway.
The npm thing, though, the fact that it's so exploitable is like insane. Like the whole internet, like everything runs on like these packages that people use in code, and then they edit these packages, they add things on top, and then you have to install like a million packages to do anything. But then
I've talked
if you
about this
like
before.
if you write like a package name wrong by like one letter, that's like someone made that package, and that's gonna be malware. Like that's gonna fuck you up.
I've
Like,
talked about this in the past on why I'm not like a full-on open source proponent, because the fact of the matter is that there are not enough security researchers and people that are being paid to look at, and let alone like enough people with the knowledge to be looking at every new fucking project or even piece of code that's being put up there for people to download. So what happens is, when you have these open source projects, you have the code go up. Anyone can go in and they can copy the code and have time to make their versions that they want that are malicious. Sometimes publish it directly to this to the main repo of whatever project they want to exploit, and nobody finds out until a ton of people lose money. Then people lose money. Then someone goes and looks and checks it out, and it's like, oh man, a lot of people are losing money on this new Electrum wallet. Like, let's go look and see what's wrong. Oh, it's not real. And then like, you have the follow-up from there. Whereas when you have projects that have some of their code closed source, they're able to protect that because it's a black box. It's someone having to go and reverse engineer whatever they've done, try to figure out what they've done, and then try to recreate that. And it's such a deterrent. Like I worked for some companies where the majority of their app is open source, and then like their core, kind of their bread and butter, they keep closed source because they don't want fucking, let's say it's like a wallet, right? And they have a native exchange service that they use. That part of it they keep closed source because they don't want anyone fucking with the exchange.
Mm.
And that was when I worked for this company, that was the company that made me feel that way, because I had seen in the past examples of just like I gave. I'll always reference this. Back when all of the Bitcoin forks were going on, Electrum wallets were being exploited in different ways all the time. And one of the ones that was really crazy was some hackers exploited the update server and pushed malicious malicious code to the update server. So anyone that had an Electrum wallet that opened up their wallet on a certain day, it prompted them to update. And if they updated the wallet, then they downloaded malicious code and all of their money was pretty much gone. And it was like, if you can hack an update server and push malicious code to that, like, why the fuck would I trust? You know what I mean? Like, it just made me trust. Sure, there's this level of trust, right? And that's the thing that people don't want in crypto. They're like, everything should be trustless. But that's like a imaginary perfect world that will never happen. There has to be some level of trust that you have when you're doing anything in crypto. Even just sending to someone else, like you have to trust that like they gave you the right address. There's no way to go to their house and on the other side of the world and check that the address they gave you is the one that they're using. So like there's always some level of trust.
I still send test transactions for $10.
If you're sending a lot of money, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I always do.
I think most people that have been around will do that. Will say like, "Hey, I'm going to send you something small. Let me know if you got it."
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll send everything else.
Just in case.
So I'm like on the fence where I fully support like projects that are all there and balls in balls deep on the open source, but I also do not hold it against projects that keep some of their stuff proprietary and closed source, because I've seen firsthand and been affected firsthand by different open source protocols and projects that have been exploited because their code is open and because there's not people to sit. Like, dude, not everyone has fucking 6 figs to pay multiple times to auditing firms to make sure that all their code is
Oh yeah.
perfect before it goes out. And even then, we work in crypto. You see it every fucking we see it every few months. I'll say not every day. That protocols that have paid close to $1 million in audits over their lifetime are getting exploited because of, some issue in the code that they've written. So even the best auditors in our industry are not able to catch this stuff. And then they're going to have to work with a separate security team to go and, analyze what went wrong, how to retrieve the funds, and all that kind of shit. So what else we got?
U.S. futures markets are at all-time high.
We got another. I've been talking about this with fucking you go on that first, and then I got another thing I want to bring up.
No, just every day. So if you bought April, the tariff dip, like not every day, but majority of days, it just has grinded higher and made all-time highs since April. Previous all-time high was February. You had the April tariff, and it's just been a nice uptick since. I mean, if you zoom out, you can barely even see the 2020 crash, the 2008, 2009 crash. Like, it's just up. We're at 6,600 basically. In SPX, NQ is like 24K. Boom, all-time high. Just an hour ago, all-time high. And we're sitting here getting cucked on crypto. Bitcoin, ETH, stagnant. Some others are hype and some others are pushing, but good luck. Should have listened to the boomers and bought the indices.
Okay. Now I remember what it was. So as I've been talking about my de-risking thesis, right? Here we are again. Ethereum Treasury SharpLink initiates 1.5 billion share repurchase program. Says below NAV buying is immediately accretive. Company buys back shares while stock trades under net asset value. So they're going to buy back 1.5 billion worth of shares. Let's see. Repurchase 939,000 SBET shares at 15.98 average, and beginning to deploy its 1.5 billion buyback plan.
Well, if it goes back to NAV, they make money, right?
Yep. 3.6 billion of ETH in its treasury with nearly all staked and no debt. All gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes. And next week we have FOMC, so it looks like they're going to do 25 bips, but we'll see some speculation on that next week.
I saw NASDAQ is going to invest like some crazy amount. I think 50 mil. Let me find it into Gemini. I don't understand this, dude. Gemini's not even fucking profitable. They're not even. They're like the only exchange that is. Make it make sense.
How are they not?
I don't know. Let's say it launches at 20. I think it's 25.
No, UTXO. They do not have to sell ETH to buy back. They're not selling their treasury ETH.
No, like imagine they get the shares at 20. Okay, and it launches at 25. They made money. If they got the shares at 10 and it launches at 30, they make money. Like that's how they play these IPOs. They get in before everybody else.
Yeah, they're going to shove whatever extra money that they get into buying more ETH to boost the value of the company. It's a very intricate Ponzi.
It's a flywheel, okay? It's an ETH flywheel.
It's a flywheel. It's not a Ponzi.
Yeah,
and I've said this before. One unique thing about SBET is who their founder is, because he has a bunch of different ways that he can inflate the value of that company. Like he owns Consensus. Consensus has a ton of products beneath them. Linea, MetaMask, fucking like you name it. They have so much shit that they could say SBET is merging and acquiring any one of those, like whether it be companies or products that have come out of Consensus or just Consensus itself. Again, this is like a long shot and just a theory, but they have that option to do shit like that. where now all of a sudden the value of the company is worth even more. They're able to sell shares at the at even higher value and buy them. They'll buy them back while they're lower, then do that, raise the price of the fucking company, sell the profited shares, and fucking just buy more ETH, inflating the value of their treasury even more and the company even more.
Clip that. Post that.
We'll see if it happens, but I just feel like they're one of the uniquely positioned treasury companies because of who their founder is, to where they have a lot of options to inflate the value of the company more than some of these other ones.
No, and then all it takes is the speculation hype.
Yeah.
Right. And then the thing just starts pumping.
And Wall Street wants ETH, dude. I mean, it's that simple.
Dude, what about this Open Door? Did you see this?
No, talk to me.
Long story
What happened?
short, Open Door is like a house Zillow thing or whatever that's backed in 2020 by our favorite Chamath. It's backed at 10, went to 40, and then went down 99% to fucking 50 cents or something, right? And now they hired the Shopify guy. I don't know if he was the CEO or a marketing guy, I forget exactly. And they brought him in to run Open Door. And since the middle of July, the thing's gone from 50 cents to 10 bucks. It hit 11 earlier. Since July, yeah, it hit a quick, 1,700% in 72 days. And they missed earnings in August, okay, but they brought in the new guy, and I think he's taking zero pay. Don't quote me, but somebody told me zero pay, and then like some crazy options package. If he like 2 or 3x's the stock price, he gets a couple billion. I think it's 2. But we go back to, why are we trading shitcoins when you can trade stocks?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it's down 10% today. It's up, 1,700% in a few months. And it looks like Two Sigma, which is a huge firm,
Yep.
has a huge position at $1. I don't know what they were doing to acquire at $1, but there was some speculation that they exercised some options or took advantage of some mispricing and some options and got a bunch at $1.
Wow.
Which would be around July, or if it was before that, February.
What did they know?
What did they know? A quick 10x, 9x?
We were talking about Binance earlier. I don't know if we were on stream yet or not, but yeah, I think we were. We had just started. Binance, BNB pushing almost to 1K.
Yeah, 900.
There's a ton of fucking Binance news that came out. Like, Binance teamed up with Franklin Templeton on tokenization push. What was the other thing they did? They cut fees as trading volume remained abysmal. Well, Binance.us. Binance US cut fees. So their affiliate introduces 0% maker and 0.01% taker fees on 20 plus pairs to try to revive liquidity.
It's pretty good, actually.
Nobody trades on Binance US. Everyone trades in the US on Kraken. And I hear people trade on Coinbase, but I don't know anyone that trades on Coinbase.
I don't know anybody.
Coinbase
They either have
Pro.
a Apollo ID and they're trading on an offshore exchange, or they're trading on Kraken.
Yeah.
Grayscale filed for Bitcoin Cash, Hedera, and Litecoin ETFs. I already knew this was coming. They fucking love all the boomer coins.
Mhm.
They are seeking to convert 3 trusts into exchange-traded funds on NYC, ARCA, or NASDAQ. Then Robinhood got added to the S&P 500.
Yeah, but Robinhood added shorting too, I think. Or they're going to add shorting. So
Really?
yeah, prepare to get liquidated even harder.
You heard it
Margin
first,
calls
folks.
even faster.
It's going to get bit hard.
Yeah, their fees and stuff and revenue is just going to go up.
speaking of Kraken, they just expanded their XStocks offering to Europe. So Euros can trade US stocks now via Kraken.
That's good because Interactive Brokers needs to fucking. It's too many euros use Interactive Brokers.
I saw that since MicroStrategy got left out, they're rebuffing their kind of plan for how to get on. Let me see what their fucking stock has been sinking. Let me pull that shit up. I want to see how they're doing. STR. I don't want the Pith one. Give me the fucking. I guess I can probably only find it on. There we go. There's the NASDAQ one.
Yeah, but what MicroStrategy is just the Bitcoin acquirer. So if Bitcoin is going up, it's going up. But if Bitcoin's going down, which it did, then they go down harder. Yeah. And then you have hype and speculation. Yeah, look at that, dude. Hype and speculation in the over 500 run.
This doesn't look that bad, though, to be honest.
No, they have a huge treasury. Like, it can only go down so much, right?
Let me see what they're planning to do here.
They have the chance to do one thing. They can buy a lot of puts. They can sell one Bitcoin and cash in and make it all back in one trade.
People are saying that it's a clear signal that the committee's not going to accept firms that are effectively just Bitcoin funds masquerading as operating businesses.
Yeah, they do have a legacy software business, but that's just enough money to pay the bills. It's not the hype and the reason why the stock is this high. That's because of
one in every three firms of the 172 publicly traded Bitcoin treasury companies are trading below their premiums right now.
Great.
So on paper,
that should tell you something.
Strategy check. Oh, I said this when those trying to think of a nice word to call them, a bit more PG than I would have used. But those very interesting people were talking about all the Bitcoin treasury companies that they were going to like go around the world shilling to open up, right? And I'm like, these are all zeros. Like they're just fucking fleecing people.
Yeah.
And
just cash grabs on the day.
Yeah, so it's like now you're seeing it. 1 in 3 are fucking trading below NAV. So
and those other, you've never even heard of any of the other ones.
MicroStrategy literally checks on paper every box for an S&P 500 inclusion. Profitable for 4 consecutive quarters, sufficient market capitalization, and adequate liquidity. But the problem for the committee, which holds discretionary power over inclusions, came from the source of some of Strategy's capital. A large share of its profits in the last quarter came from extraordinary profits relating to unrealized gains on their digital asset holdings, which may have triggered some qualitative scrutiny.
So it's not real money, it's unrealized.
They've already been added to the NASDAQ 100, MSCI World, and Russell 2000 indices, though. So the S&P 500 would have been like, obviously their crown jewel. But it's not looking good for every other treasury company. They may still get it eventually. Let's see. In August, Strategy itself dropped its no dilution promise barely 1 month after it made it the vow, signaling some desperation. And we talked about this on the stream, how it was like, what the fuck are you doing? The Paris-based chip maker turned Bitcoin stockpiler consolidated every 10 shares into one in a desperate bid to maintain its exchange listing after shares dropped below $1. Shares for Saquons are down 72% this year, now trading at 98%. And let's see. Does it talk about what they're going to do? It doesn't say anything on this article. It just says they're going to revamp their strategy. What strategy is Strategy trying to pull off here? What are they going to do next? That's what I want to know.
Wait till Bitcoin goes up to do victory laps again. Tell you how you're poor when they're at all-time high, but be silent when it's low.
speaking of Kraken, I know I was just talking about them. I should have brought this up at the time, but they just introduced perps for everyday investors. So now they acquired Breakout, which is the pop trading app
Mhm.
that Main and Cred did. No capital up front. You just kind of take a test, and then you can get up to 200K of house capital to play with. And now they're rolling out perps for everyday users in select jurisdictions. To be clear.
Gemini and Coinbase added more chains recently for like Ethereum and USDC, like Base and Arbitrum in jurisdictions where it was restricted before, like New York. So regulation is still getting worked on.
Yeah, they're trying, right? If you can get past regulatory in New York, then that's like the biggest thing for any of these exchanges. I gotta jump here, fellas. We'll see you
Yep,
on
yep.
Monday.
I didn't realize the time.
Yeah.
I have a call. Peace.
Later.
Bye bye.
We'll see you all back on Monday. And for those of you that are not in our testing groups, just to give you all a heads up, we'll be starting alpha testing for Cayenne, alpha trading competition testing, I should say. Trading comp will probably be coming at the beginning of next month. Be on the lookout for that. We'll be putting out a lot of announcements. UTXO Detective, I'll get your address whitelisted and get you set up in the chat as well before Monday. That's it for today, guys. We will see you back after the weekend.